my goodness, can you manage all these things alone? Can you do this seriously? Can you? These questions might seem like simple questions, but when they are asked with that facial expressions, with that smirk, the raised eyebrows, it makes sense, right? It feels like they're saying, you can't do. Have you ever been in that receiving end of these questions at least one time in your life? If yes, you're lucky. Congratulations, because this is going to take you to a magical world. It will definitely create such a time. Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Gavaliers. Why did I say that it's going to create magic in your life? In my life as well, I have certain experiences where people used to question me like, can you do this? Can you do that? Like that. But I have never felt the same at all these instances. Let me take you back to my second year, 2022. We were asked to do our group project. The university divided us into groups, and in my group, there were 4 girls, including me. So, what our task was to develop a system, a software application to resolve an existing problem. So, what we selected was to develop a system to the maternity and child clinic system in our country. So, with that hope, we started to collect the requirements and to make our proposal solid. And we presented the proposal to our panel, and they were super happy. And when the results came, I saw that our team was among the top scorers of the proposal presentations. We 4 girls were super happy because at first we didn't think that we can do it at all. But this happiness didn't last long. One day, one of my own batchmates came to me and said, his name was Nilan, and he came and said, "Hi Amani, how's your project going on?" I smiled and said, "Yeah, it's going fine. Still we are in the designing phase, but yet we have to do all the coding." And then he turned and said, "Oh, you have to do the coding. Who are in your group?" And then I said the 3 other names, and those names were not those famous names in the university. So Nilan didn't know any one of them. And then he said, "Oh, you're going to do this group project with just 4 girls? Can you do this with just 4 girls?" That's how Nilan asked. He went from there, but his words kept echoing in my head for hours, for days, and for weeks. I was thinking why he questioned, "Can you do this project with just 4 girls?" I knew that we 4 didn't do ICT for A-levels, and we had never ever done coding, and to develop a maternity and child clinic system for entire country? Oh my God, yes, this will be a bit difficult. But Nilan asked, "Can you?" I told, "Okay, we'll see whether we can or we can't." And daily, I used to take meetings with my other 3 girls and motivate them, let's learn from the scratch and let's do this somehow. Because I remember the nights where they were crying and coding as well. Because back then, we didn't have all these AI tools, ChatGPT or anything. So we had to find our own ways to develop the systems. Somehow, time passed. 9 months were over. We were with our system. And we presented it to the panel. And the panel was super happy as well. And we knew that we did a good job. But we didn't know that we had done such a good job until the result sheets were given. 2 weeks after the presentation, the result sheets were given. And I went through the results to find my name. And from the entire batch, there was only 1 A+. Guess whose? And it was ours. The team that was challenged asking, "Can you do it with just 4 girls?" proved that yes, even girls can code. Girls can do so much than the rest of the world think. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, there might come such instances in your lives as well, where people used to question. People used to ask, can you do this? Can you alone manage all these things? At such moments, you might have felt hatred towards them, or sometimes anger, or felt down, sad. All these mix of emotions might have come. But trust me, you don't want to build any of those. Whenever people question you, trying to underestimate you, remember just to smile and say, you can. Flip the two words, can you? You can. Change the question mark to an exclamation mark and do fascinating things. Because it's all our mind, the thought process that we have can change our lives, can take you to a breakthrough as well. So, my dear ladies and gentlemen, once more, if anyone at any moment question you, can you? What should be your answer? You can. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.